My name is Frederick Smith. I'm with the Civil Rights Activist Headquarters, home of the foot soldiers. Today, this year is the 50th anniversary of the bombing of the 16th Street Baptist Church. And we're trying to get a few things changed because September 15, 1963, it was 6 kids killed, not 4. It was 4 girls killed in the bombing. But after the bombing, Adam A. College, the 14-year-old girl who was blown out the bottom window of the church, her cousin Johnny Robinson came up after the bombing. He was throwing rocks and bottles at the white together. Police shot him in the back behind the church, killing him. He was 16 years old. His cousin Virgil Ware got away on a bicycle. Later on that day, 2 young Ku Klux Klan members caught him, shot him once in the chin, once in the chest, killing him. He was 14 years old. They was given 6 months probation for killing a 14-year-old boy. And now today, we have these 4 fountains. They call it Fountain of Many Tears. Because a lot of people cried here, not just in Birmingham, but all over the world for the life of the loss of those 4 girls. We have the 4 fountains of the girls. We have the 4 girls' names on the side of the church, but we have nothing out here to represent Johnny Robinson and Virgil Ware because one was killed by a police officer, and one was killed by 2 young Ku Klux Klan members. And we just believe those boys gave their life too, so some need to be out here in this park to represent them. So we got a petition going on. Also, we want the plaques changed around here because the history is just not being told. The very park where you're standing in now was part of the problem. We only had a 3-block shopping area. From 16th Street to 19th Street on 4th Avenue is the only place the blacks could go. If you was in the rest of downtown Birmingham, you had to have a written document stating that you worked for someone in order to be down there, or you would be beaten in jail. We had a 3-block shopping area. Then, this park we standing now, this was a whole black neighborhood. None of these buildings were here. This was all houses. This was a residential neighborhood. None of these buildings were here. This was all houses. Then they changed the name of this park. The name of this park was Woodard Park. They changed to Kellingham Park, which still stands today, which is Osmond Kellingham, the first man from Birmingham killed in World War I aboard the USS Coffee Inlet. We all know blacks weren't allowed to fight in World War I. They had to fight to be able to fight in World War II, if you remember the Tuskegee Airmen. So they put a white historical park in the middle of a black neighborhood. We couldn't come from across the street into this park without being beaten or jail. That's what disgusted Fred Shuttleworth. So Fred Shuttleworth decided to start the segregation movement. When he started the segregation movement, his church was the first church restored because he was not the pastor of the 16th Street Baptist Church. He was the pastor of Bethel Baptist Church in North Birmingham. When he started the segregation movement, his church was destroyed. Nothing ever came about it because it was done at night and no one was hurt. They blew up his house with him in it, almost killing the man. He became affiliated with 16th Street Baptist Church because they were trying to do the same thing he was trying to do. And actually they had a little funny because Mr. A.G. Gaston, who was a member of the 16th Street Baptist Church, who was Birmingham's first black millionaire, and Eddie Kendricks and Paul Williams, them and their family were also members of the 16th Street Baptist Church, members of the singing group, The Temptations. Yes, The Temptations are from Birmingham. And Eddie Kendricks and Paul Williams were members of the 16th Street Baptist Church. So by them sending back their tithe, they were partially responsible for having to get Martin Luther King up. When Fred Shuttleworth contacted Martin Luther King in 1962 and asked Martin Luther King to come to Birmingham, Martin Luther King refused. He said no, he wanted no part of Birmingham, Alabama. Because he was a man about peace. He knew if he came to Birmingham, wasn't nothing going to be peaceful about it because of Eugene Bull Connor, who was the chief police head back then, who had a reputation for sicking the dogs on the blacks, beat them, high-pressure water cannons, the rest. Martin Luther King said he wanted to continue the civil rights movement in Chicago. Fred Shuttleworth had to convince him the problem was not in Chicago. The problem was down here. They had a mental problem in Chicago because they couldn't stay in certain areas. The physical problem was going on down here because blacks were being beaten to death on a daily basis. So when Fred Shuttleworth had to convince him that he had 6 other men besides himself that would actually do the footwork if he came to be the mouthpiece. But when he decided to come in 1963, we'll just speak bluntly, all hell had broke loose. Because Alabama had elected a new governor, which was Governor George Wallace. But in George Wallace's inauguration speech, it said segregation today, segregation tomorrow, segregation forever. A lot of whites wanted things to stay just the way they were. So the first kids that was attacked here was one out of all-black college, which was Miles College. But I'm going to stop right there for a minute because I want to clarify something about Governor Wallace.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop the video right now because I think you've given me a great deal of information, and then you're gonna give me your contact info. Okay?
Give me my contact info.
You said you had a petition going on. Is there an online petition?
No, we just started. We got all they need is a name.
All right. Well, I can give you my name, but how can I get you more names?
Just get more. And I want to show you where our office is.
Okay.
I want to.
All right.
To you and,
we'll go. Give me your name one more time.
My name is Frederick Smith.
Thank you, Frederick.